Hello everyone and welcome to this month's edition of Butterflies with the Butterfly Princess. This month I'm going to be telling you about the butterfly that is called the monarch butterfly. So this episode is, part one of this episode is entitled The Monarch Butterfly, a symbol of beauty and resilience. Introduction. The monarch butterfly, with its striking orange and black wings, is one of the most recognisable and cherished insects in the world. Beyond its aesthetic allure, the species embodies a remarkable story of adaptation, migration, and cultural symbolism. Found across North America, the monarch's lifestyle, migratory patterns, and ecological role have fascinated scientists and inspired communities for centuries. However, its survival is increasingly threatened by human activity and environmental changes. This lesson episode explores the monarch's history, cultural significance, biology, and the challenges it faces, underscoring the urgency of conservation efforts. History. The monarch butterfly's history is deeply intertwined with the ecosystems of the America's indigenous people, including the Aztecs. Revered the monarch butterfly is a spiritual symbol associating its annual return with ancestral spirits. European settlers in the 17th and 18th centuries documented this species, with Swedish botanist Carl Lindeberg formally classifying it in 1758. By the 19th century, scientific interest grew as researchers revealed its migratory mysteries, culminating in the 1976 discovery of their overwintering sites in Mexico's fir forest. A breakthrough that reshaped understanding of insect migration. Cultural significance. Monarchs hold profound cultural meaning across North America. In Mexico, they are linked to the Dia de los Muertos, which is the Day of the Dead, believed to carry the souls of the departed loved ones. The perpetual people of Mexico view their arrivals as the blessing from the afterlife. In the US and Canada, the monarch symbolises transformation and endurance, inspiring art, literature, and environmental campaigns. Its images adores postage material, stamps, educational materials, and conservation logos, uniting communities in efforts to protect biodiversity. Appearance. Adult monarchs are distinguished by vibrant orange wings, laced with black veins and bordered by white spots. So as you can see here, the butterfly princess is today has the butterfly wings of a monarch butterfly. Sexual Spiritism is evident. Males have thinner veins and a black scent glade on their hind wings, while females display thicker veins and dark colorization. Their wingspan ranges from 8.9 to 10.2 centimetres. This striking appearance serves as a warning to predators. Monarchs are toxic due to their milkweed-derived components and has inspired myths by non-toxic species like the viceroy butterfly. Life cycle. The monarch undergoes a complete metamorphosis across 4 stages. Egg. Females lay pinhead-sized eggs on milkweed leaves, the sole food source for larvae. Caterpillars hatch within 4 days, consuming milkweed to store toxic target glossicides. They molt 5 times over between 10 and 14 days. Pupa. The Chevrolet stage lasts 10 to 14 days, during which the caterpillar transforms into an adult. Engagement butterfly feed on nectar, and begin the cycle anew. Lifespan. Most monarchs live between 2 to 6 weeks, but the migratory generation born in late summer survive between 6 to 8 months. These supergeneration individuals delay reproduction to undertake a 3,000-mile journey to Mexico, where they overwinter before returning north in spring. Native range and habitat. Though native to North America, monarchs have spread to South America, Australia, and islands via human introduction. They thrive in milkweed-rich meadows, presses, and gardens. Overwintering habits are Pacific colonies. A Pacific colonies cluster on furs in Mexico and grows in coastal California, relying on microclimate to avoid freezing. Challenges. Monarch populations have plummeted by over 90% since the 1990s due to a number of things, including habitat loss, urbanisation and industrialisation. Agriculture enriches milkweed. Pesticides like decimate milkweed, while insects poison adults. Climate change. Extreme weather disrupts migration and breeding cycles. Deforestation. Illegal logging in Mexico threatens overwintering sites. Adaptation. Monarchs exhibit extraordinary adaptations. Chemical defences. Milkweed toxins make them unpredictable to predators. Migration. A multi-generational journey navigated using rhythms and magnetic fields. They bask in sunlight to warm flight muscles in cool temperatures. Migration and weather conditions and weather challenges. Each autumn, millions migrate from Canada to the US to central Mexico. From Canada and the US to central Mexico. A journey fraught with peril. Storms, droughts, and unseasonable temperatures threaten survival. For instance, severe winters in Mexico can kill entire clusters, while spring droughts in the southern US limit milkweed growth, reducing reproduction successes. Facts and numbers. Monarchs fly up to 100 miles daily during migration. Their wings beat between 5 and 12 times per second. Eastern US populations have declined from 1 billion to 90. Eastern US populations have declined from 1 billion in 1996 to under 2 million today. In 2022, the IUCN classified the migratory monarch as endangered. Conclusion. The monarch butterfly story is one of natural wonder and human impact. Its cultural resonance, biological marvels, and ecological role highlights its irreplaceable value. Yet habitat destruction and climate change jeopardise its future. Conservation efforts such as planting milkweed, protecting overwintering sites, and reducing petroleum use are crucial. By safeguarding the monarch, we preserve not only a species but a symbol of resilience in an ever-changing world. So that concludes part 1 of the lesson. Part 2 of the lesson, I've called this part 2, I've named it The Monarch Butterfly in Human Culture, Folklore, Art and Symbolism. Here goes. The monarch butterfly's earthly beauty, migratory journey and lifespan have cemented its status as a transcendent cultural symbol. Across history and geography, it has served as a metaphor for spiritual resilience, ancestral memory, and the fragile intersections of life. By examining its role in legend and contemporary folklore, visual and literature art, and communal rituals, this lesson argues that the monarch butterfly transcends biological existence to become a canvas for humanity's deepest existential reflections. Cultural significance, bridging the natural and spiritual world. The monarch's annual migration, a 3,000-mile journey spanning Canada, the United States and Mexico, has long inspired awe. The perpetuate people of a place in Mexico. This journey coincides with the Day of the Dead, a festival honouring deceased ancestors. The butterfly's arrival is interpreted as the returning souls of loved ones, a belief rooted in Colombian cosmology. According to oral traditions, the monarch's orange and black wings mirror the marigold flowers used to guide spirits to altars. This segregation of ideology and Catholic traditions underscores the butterfly's role as a mediator between life and death. In North America, monarchs symbolise endurance and transformation. For the Amira tribe, that's spelled Omaha, butterfly imagery represents rebirth, while the spell it again. So this word is spelled November Alpha Victor Alpha Juliet Oscar, associate them with harmony and renewal. European settlers too embudded the monarch with meaning. 19th century poets like Emily Dickinson used its metamorphosis as an analogy for spiritual reflections. Reflections. Today, the monarch remains a mascot for environmental activism. Its declining population evoking urgent narratives about ecological stewardship. Folklore, myth, memory, and metaphor. Indigenous folklore often portrays the monarch as a diverse messenger. The spell this word because I can't pronounce it. It's spelled Mike Alpha Zulu Alpha Hotel Umbrella Alpha. People recount a legend in which the sun god this word out again. Sun god spelled the name of the sun god is spelled Tango Oscar November Alpha Tango India Umbrella Uniform Hotel transforms fallen warriors into butterflies to carry prayers to the heavens. Similarly, spell it out again. This name of this is Oscar Tango Oscar Mike India. People tell of a celestial princess who descends to earth as a monarch to comfort grieving families. Such stories reflect a worldview where nature and humanity exist in sacred reception. Colonial and narratives adapted these themes. A Mexican folklore describes a young girl by the name of, I'll spell it again, X-Ray Oscar Charlie Hotel India Tango Lima, whose tears for her lost brother morphed into monarchs, symbolising hope and sorrow. In our spell again. So the word of this is spelt Alpha Papa Alpha Lima Alpha Charlie Hotel India Alpha November tradition spotting the tradition spotting the first monarch of the spring heralds good fortune, while killing one invites a misfortune. A superstition highlighting the insect's perceived sanctuary. Modern folklore continues to evoke urban legends in Mexicans claim that harming a monarch disrupts ancestral peace, a belief that has individually aided conservation efforts. Meanwhile, children's literature such as Gail Gibbons' Monarch Butterfly, published in 1989, repackages scientific wonder about moral tales about patience and growth. Artistic representation from sacred icon to ecological emblem. The monarch's vivid colorization and symbolic weights have made its muse for artists across medium. Preemptible depict monarchs alongside deities signifying divine communication. During the colonial period, Mexican paintings featured butterflies as emblems of Christ's resurrection. In the 20th century, artists like Frida Kahlo, the Mexican artist, incorporated monarchs into surrealist works to explore identity and morality. Her painting Roots, which is from 1943, juxtaposes a monarch with barren landscapes, critiquing humanity's out from nature. Similarly, Canadian artist Robert Bateman's monarch portraits underscore biodiversity's functionality. Public art such as the Monarch Sanctuary in Pacific Grove, California, merges artivism with activism. The 2021 Flight of the Monarchs project, a collaborative mural across Mexico, the US and Canada, used butterfly imagery to advocate for cross-border conservation. Even fashion designers like Maria Conjo have adopted monarch patterns, blending ecological advocacy with wearable art. Conclusion. The monarch is a mirror of human aspiration. The monarch butterfly's cultural legacy reveals humanity's enduring desire to find meaning in nature's mystery. As a symbol, it transcends geographical and temporal boundaries, uniting science, spirituality, and art. Its declining population serves not only as an ecological warning, but also as a cultural call to action. To preserve the stories, rituals, and creativity it inspires. In safeguarding the monarch, we ultimately safeguard a part of our collective soul, a testament to the profound interplay between the natural world and human imagination. And that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, concludes this week's lesson stroke episode on butterflies with the Butterfly Princess. Hope you've enjoyed this week's month's episode, and I hope you can join me again next month for the next instalment. The next instalment of this series will be recorded and put out onto the Butterfly Princess Show Facebook page and YouTube channel on the 2nd of November. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And if you haven't followed who haven't followed the Butterfly Princess Show, I would please encourage you to do so, to support the work that I do and to keep up to date with everything that goes on at the Butterfly Princess Show. You can follow the Butterfly Princess Show on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you again very, very soon. Have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.